Welcome to the Private Tutor SL. This is Shadrick Lusambo, and I'm here to introduce a show which will be called Truth and Transformation. Well, this show will be held every weekend on this very platform. So we encourage you to please be able to join us every weekend. And the idea of this show is basically to learn new ways of doing things. Let's take, for example, there are papers in chartered accountancy which are perceived by many students to be of a great challenge. So on this show, we'll be featuring individuals who've made it, who've excelled, to come and share with us how they did it. And not just limited to people who've made it, we'll also be featuring students who are finding these challenging courses to be easier, to come and share with us how they are finally doing it, including those who struggled, to come and share with us how they finally did it. The idea behind inviting different individuals, starting from students up to those who are in employment, is to be able to help our dear students to see just how manageable chartered accountancy can be, and also to help our dear students also to just learn from people who've actually experienced and actually used methods that work in the exams. The reason why we are inviting people who've done accountancy is for one simple reason. You see, when you learn from somebody who's done it, you learn the real methods. We want to avoid a tendency of depending so much on motivational speakers. This is so because if you listen to motivational speakers, you're going to agree with me that these speakers, they have a tendency of making people believe that they can do just anything, because they instill a sense in individuals of thinking that anything is possible. Well, truth be told, it is not true. And because of this tendency of listening too much to motivational speakers, many students world over have engaged in courses which they don't even like, which they have no passion for. And this is why when it comes to chartered accountancy such as Zika, SCCA, SIMA, most students struggle because of finding themselves in wrong careers. Now, when you're in a wrong career, you may fail not because you are down, but because there's no passion. There's no connection between what you are doing and where your passion is. So on this show, we want to come and help our dear students to discover their true potential. If you can see, it is said truth and transformation, which means that sometimes we'll be featuring students who've not made it, who've struggled, those who even quit and went to do other courses, to come and share with us how they are doing in the other area which they are ventured. And other difficult questions will be asked to individuals, even those who've made it, who ask difficult questions so that they honestly tell us how they finally did it and how they are finding it. Because if you look at the pass rate world over from SCCA, Zika, SIMA, it is very, very disappointing. So most people who are doing these accountants courses, those who fail, I'm not saying everybody who fails is because they don't have passion for it, no. But most of the people who are finding a challenge to pass these papers, because I strongly believe chartered accountancy is easy. With just a bit of practice, every student who is serious can make it. But I want to comment on the same point of saying every student, because what if this student has no passion for accountancy? So it becomes a challenge to make it because you don't love what you're doing. But those who have passion for accountancy, those who love it, those who feel it at every level of their being, they're able to excel easily. Why? Because they found themselves in the right careers. So being able to find yourself in a wrong career can have a bearing on your exams. This is why we have people doing accountants for 10 years, 15 years. They are still pushing because they've not discovered their true potential yet. Where is their passion? So once you discover your passion, things become easier for you to do. So this is not to discourage people who are failing, no, because sometimes people fail because of just being indifferent about what they are studying, and sometimes people fail because of they just don't study. And sometimes people fail because of lazy lecturers. A student has paid and then the tutor is just jumping up and down. So there are many reasons why people fail, but the main idea of this show is to help you, our dear students, to discover your true potential. So join me with our guest this coming weekend, whom we are going to announce tomorrow. We'll post their picture so that we come and learn from them how they might find, how they did it, and how they can advise you and suggest techniques that actually work in real exams. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you'll be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is in the name, the Private Tutor SL, and please remember to click on the bell so that every time we post a new video, you should be able to receive notification. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.